Something you don't see floating around often these days. It's a Windows phone. Let's do a quick review of it. So here we've got the Nokia Lumia 640, and this is a Windows phone. It's not Android, not iOS like most phones, like most people use. It's a Windows phone. And this one you're able to get from, actually I got this one from Walmart. It's about a $50, $60 prepaid phone through AT&T. Microsoft, AT&T, Nokia. It's actually a pretty decent phone for what you pay for, to be honest. Now you can get Windows phones from a lot of different manufacturers. I know Blue, the phone manufacturer, they make a lot of Windows phones. Nokia obviously does. And you can spend quite a bit on these, ranging from $600 to $700, which is pretty crazy. But honestly, this one for 50, 60 bucks, it was not bad at all. Now obviously for 50, 60 dollars, you're not gonna get top of the line smartphone quality. As you can see, it has this always on display, so the clock, which is a function you can use if you want, that's found in most major Android smartphones nowadays. But we'll just get into the user interface here. Swipe up, and then you get this whole different home screen. It's not an organized an app layout like you would typically see on your iPhone or your Android, where you have these icons and you swipe pages. It's one big Windows style theme. All your tiles, it's called, your live tiles. And everything just feels alive, it moves. So you see your mail swipes through, your photos will swipe through, messages. Everything is right here. Now, like I was saying before, since it's a cheaper phone, you're not gonna get that great screen quality and that high pixel density, but honestly, it's not really that big of a difference. I mean, you don't really notice a difference is what I'm saying. So it's honestly a great phone. As far as the software goes, now you could be wondering, it's probably really slow. Maybe battery life isn't that great. Storage isn't that bad. Camera is pretty bad. But honestly, it's not that bad. The way Windows works with their software is you're buying the same software. So whether it's a $50 phone or a $700 phone is running the same exact thing. They're going to behave the exact same ways. Theoretically, not exactly, but close enough to bank on and rely on. So this is operating as well as any $600-$700 Windows phone would. The difference, obviously, like I said, screen quality. This is like a plastic instead of a glass. The body, all plastic. It's not a glass. But it's very nice. The back comes off so you can get access to battery, SD card, SIM card, everything is in there. We're gonna look at the camera real quick because I'm sure that's a topic of interest to many people. So you have your main home screen, just like any smartphone, and then all of your other apps, like an Android, kind of an all apps button. You swipe right, and all of your recently downloaded apps will show up here. But otherwise, you would just scroll through, everything's alphabetized. Just go to what you want. So we're gonna go to camera, which is already there. And we're gonna check this out. Obviously not the greatest. I did just restart this phone. I did reset it. So everything might be a little bit slow out of the gate. It takes some, it's not bad, is what I'm saying. For a $40, $50 camera, you really can't beat this. We'll just open up a bunch of apps here and try to do some multitasking. So we'll go to photos, and like I said, there's nothing on it because I did just reset it. And we'll go to messages. It's showing me how to text on here. And now we're gonna multitask here. So you can switch between apps easily. There's no physical home key. It's all soft keys on there, so you can search through your phone. I believe it uses Bing or Cortana, which is like Siri or now Bixby on the Galaxy phones. Cortana is actually really, really great. Probably my favorite of all smartphone assistants. But look at the app animations and just the speed with everything on here. This is a $60 phone, people. from Walmart. I mean, come on, you can't get much better than this. Your multitasking switchbacks, they want to go all the way back to the camera. Not bad, not bad. It's just real basic, there's not much to it. It's real easy to use, real easy to learn. Just pull out and find whatever you want. Home screen is customizable. You can move things around, change sizes, put things where you want them. Kind of like an iPhone. You swipe down to get rid of all those apps. Pros, we'll go through some pro cons here. Pros, it's easy to use. It's in my opinion, a beautiful interface. It's not very standard like most phones these days, which I kind of like. It's different. It's just different. So that's awesome. Everything's easy, it's there. The keyboard is actually fantastic. So I'll show you just a quick example here. If we go to messages. Sorry, I didn't hit that. And let's just say we want to create a new message. And the messages can be created as a text message, or it'll actually send them through Skype. Since it is all run by Microsoft, you can choose to send the message through Skype or SIM to yada yada. We don't have anybody. But the keyboard is actually very nice. It just feels good. It has like that texture feel to it. It's got a little selector here, which I think is kind of handy, so you can move back and forth. It's like a little cursor. It does have the swipe keyboard like most Android phones do. Geek. Hello. And I actually think this is probably one of the best swipe keyboards I've seen, even better than Android in some cases, in my opinion. But the keyboard is fantastic. The one downside to this phone that anybody that has it will just, will agree with is the App Store. Now, it doesn't run on Apple's App Store. It doesn't run on Google Play, which would, be awesome if it did. Instead, it runs on the Windows App Store. And for anybody owning a Windows PC or a Windows phone, you feel my pain. So the Windows App Store. And it probably won't let me in because I don't have an account signed in. Like I said, I just reset this phone. Once it loads up. Oh, it did let me in. Sweet. But you can get your basic apps like Instagram, Facebook Messenger, WhatsApp, Uber. And Microsoft is updating this to include a lot of popular apps, Spotify, Netflix, all of these things. But some things you can't get, like you can't get Snapchat. That's a big one. Yes, Snapchat is not available on here. Just other little apps like that, basic functionalities that you kind of take for granted on most phones these days, you cannot get through the Play Store. Some people like that. Personally, I did not mind that. I'm not big on Snapchat and whatnot these days. But yeah, many people won't like that. There are some pros though. As you can see, it comes with the whole Microsoft suite. So that's real handy for editing any documents you have. OneDrive, everything syncs through OneDrive. So yeah, I use this phone as my daily driver for quite a while actually. I had an Android and I just said, you know what, I'm gonna try the Windows phone. And I did, and I used it and I actually loved it. It was really, really awesome. And to be honest, I would continue using it if it had that Play Store support. And admittedly, I have used an Android with a Windows Phone skin over it, and it still is really great. So that's an option. If you're thinking about getting a Windows Phone and you're not sure if you'll like it or not, you can get lots of skins from the Google Play Store on an Android phone, and it'll feel and operate just like a Windows Phone. And I still use that quite a while because I really like it. What can I say? But that's about it. I mean, it's really reliable. Like I said, it's running the same software as any $600-700 Windows phone would. So as far as reliability, you don't really have much to worry about. It never crashed on me. It never gave me any problems. I mean, this thing is more reliable than my Android at times. And $60. All you're paying for is just a cheap plastic shell, which I had cases for. So in all, I think it was a fantastic, great phone, and I just really wish it had that Google Play support, because this would be my #1 choice of all phones out there. I think it just needs a lot of TLC in order to catch up to what Android and iOS have become today, because this thing is just way too behind. So anyway, that's my ramble and my 2 cents about it. Let me know what you think. Maybe you guys have used a Windows Phone. Maybe you're thinking about switching to one. If you're thinking about it, I'd say go for it. Try it, especially since you can get one like this for $50, $60 at Walmart. You really don't have anything to lose, and you might love it, because I certainly did. So anyway, let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll take suggestions for future videos. If you guys want to see any functionality or comparisons, let me know. And yeah, thanks for watching.